Matsqui, Semeth, and Stolo Nation territory. Um, and usually to do the land acknowledgement, like I love to hear what is the favorite spot in nature that people go to. And when we think about it, we think about the specific people in that land that have, you know, originated from then. And thanks to their stewardship, we can enjoy those different places like forests, rivers, oceans, and just trying to think of one thing that specific region or that specific place can benefit from for us to do, so that the land acknowledgement is not just words, but it can become like an action of something you can do as soon as we finish this presentation, when you go back to the nature spaces that people live in. So we will do that, but we won't do it today because maybe a lot of you are watching and I can't see you. So but basically, I just wanted to start with letting you know who we are. So I have a video to show you, but my name is Alex Thompson, and I'm an occupational therapist. And Power for All is a charity. We started 15 years ago. The picture that you saw at the beginning, this was part of the original group of clients that started. And basically, it grew because there is a need for outdoor adaptive programs for everyone of different abilities. So our main purpose is to relieve conditions associated with disability by providing adaptive recreational programs. And our goal is to support people, physically, mentally, emotionally. And we get to work with children, youth, adults, seniors, all ages. And we work primarily with clients in the Fraser Valley. And I think now I can show you this video to tell you more about us.
Power for All is going to change your life, not only a client's life, but your life. We need volunteers, and we want you. And we want you to open up your heart to a new activity, to give someone the chance to get out in the water, do something they haven't been able to do.
Hi, my name is Alex Thompson. I am an occupational therapist and the founder and executive director of Power for All Adventure Therapy Society. I started the organization because I love paddling. I felt a sense of freedom when I was a teenager on the water.
I met Alex through the local canoe and kayak club. And when she had the idea to start the program, she came to us to see if any of us were interested. I was. As a special ed assistant with the local school district, I've worked 20 years in the special ed department. So it was a perfect fit for me.
The paddleboarding and the kayaking provide a sense of community for people who are isolated. We have several clients that live with mental health issues that they don't have any other place where they feel comfortable to go to. So here is a safe place where they can come.
Having worked in the district, I saw often that there were students who weren't able to participate fully in the gym curriculum. And that was discouraging and sad because they tended to be on the sidelines.
You shouldn't be excluded of activities or sports because you have a disability.
My name is Tyson and I'm 6 years old.
I'm Leanna and I'm Tyson's mom. I think it's a wonderful opportunity for him to be understood by people who know what it's like to be different. he's such a fast learner, and I've realized that that's a great strength with ADHD. They move quick, and this program they can keep up with him, which is so nice. And it's one-on-one, and he gets the attention that he wouldn't get elsewhere.
Just do it, because we need you and you'll love it.
Well, that's us. So we usually ask, people to join us, whether they want to volunteer, whether they want to join our programs, maybe they want to sit on the board of directors and continue to guide the vision of who Power for All is and where we're going. And the idea is that, we can use nature as a playground, and we can use it to help people to experience something new about themselves, to experience mastery, and develop new relationships with others, figure out new ways that they can cope, learn and practice environmental responsibility and how they can connect with the land. And we have quite a few different variety of options, so people have a choice and we can honor everyone's preferences, for sensory, and we can do it in a neurodiversity affirming way. We train our volunteers so that we can always be open to learning, and we're not the experts, we're just partners that come along with people in their journey. A lot of the activities that we do are adventure based, and a lot of the programs honestly have evolved because of what clients have asked and what they prefer. At first, we were just paddling, and that was kind of what we did for many years. And then now it has evolved into us providing year-long programs, and I'll talk more about those. We also have a peer mentorship program that we started this year. So some of our own kids that have come through the program, as they become adolescents, they can mentor others that are coming along. What we do comes from the ethos of the outdoor education philosophies. So some of the key things that you are going to see is there's a lot of games, but they are intentionally sequenced so that there can be some challenge for people, and we can reach some therapeutic outcomes. There's always a level of risk, so we're trying to not be too comfortable so people get bored, but also not too challenging that people panic. So these risks can look different for different people. Sometimes it may be for a client to go paddling on their own and without any help, and we just have all the adaptive devices. That may be a challenge. Sometimes the challenge is that you're gonna paddle some of the time and someone else will paddle the rest. So each person comes in and we have an assessment and we meet and talk about what is it that you want to accomplish through coming to our program. The paddling programs take place through the summer, but we also have programs at the local pools that go from January to April. And the goal most of the time, or actually all of the time, is that people are not just sitting there, in the same space as us, but that they're achieving something, whatever that means for them. We always try to provide choices so people get challenged by their own preference. And in nature is really neat because there's all these natural consequences. We don't structure that. It's just the way it is, right? So if you don't want to paddle in a river, the river is going to drag you down. So then you got to paddle up. We talk about all these different relationships, to the land and how things work so that kids and adults can learn more about themselves and learn more about life. Typically at this point in my presentation, if I could see you, I will ask you, who are you and What are some things that you have been told that you couldn't do? And people usually, share. And then I ask, what did it feel like to still go ahead and do it, even though you were told not to do it? And most people share, it felt great. Like, I felt like I could do it. It just felt like nothing is impossible. And I think that summarizes what we're trying to do, is basically trying to help people to achieve and to do something that they thought they couldn't do. And so this is kind of like the rhythm that we follow through the year. So we have a self-regulation and trauma healing program. We run it usually from September to December, and sometimes there's another program in May and June. January to May, we have motor learning programs, so we can address some motor difficulties. These are more geared towards children and youth. And at the same time, we also have our adaptive aquatic programs at the local pools. This is accomplished because we have partnerships with the local municipalities. When we talk about, adaptations, it could be something visual, as these outriggers that you can see attached to a kayak. It could be seating. It could be the way someone transfers and gets into a kayak. But it can also be, something minimal, like a pair of gloves that can help someone grasp better. Or we got 4 different paddling devices that we can use with people. But sometimes that's not what people need. Like I said, sometimes it may be that they want the support of another buddy. We call these adventure buddies, and they go on a paddleboard or kayak with you, and they may support. So for this client in particular, he will paddle, some percentage of the time, and the buddy paddles the other percentage of the time. And that's something that he wanted to try. You can see in this picture, this particular client, she doesn't want a buddy. She just wants the outriggers so she can go paddling on her own. Some people want to get into the kayaks or the paddleboards from a dock. Most of our clients, we use the beach. But yeah, it's just posing different challenges for different people to accomplish different things. That's kind of the purpose of what we do. And we have been able to do it, and every year we have expanded. So now we're in 4 different locations. We can do programs in Surrey, Fort Langley, Abbotsford, and Delta. And a lot of these programs got started because our community organizations invited us to come into these communities to do these programs. Right now we're working on trying to expand to providing a program in Chilliwack. We have been invited there by the school district and the Child Development Center. And all of this honestly takes place because we have volunteers. We have people who come and contribute what they're good at. And there's volunteers from all walks of life. Some of the volunteers that we had, were engineers that helped to build some devices. We have some people that come and sit on our board, like I mentioned. Other people help to fundraise. So our hope is that people can join us, as clients, and they don't have to worry whether they have the finances or not. We fundraise so that we can provide bursaries. We also have the ability to use occupational therapy funding. So if people have access to that, that's commonly used to pay for our services. And like I said, all of the time, we try to have some goals with the clients so they feel that they can achieve something. And if they have a healthcare team that they're working with, I am able to work with them as well, so that these adventure has many different outcomes, and it can serve in so many different ways for the client that comes. Some people just want to come for fun, and that's okay too. But there's the option. And these are some of the organizations throughout the years that have supported us financially. And so, yeah, this is who we are. We're thankful that, we can continue to make a way for people to access the outdoors, regardless of age, ability, or financial resources. So if there was questions, I will provide you with my contact information, and we can attach that. So if anybody wants to reach out, and yeah, most of our services are in the Fraser Valley in BC. I don't know if there's anything else that I should share. Kauser, what do you think?
No, it was really nice to know. Go to these island a lot, so.
Yeah. Do you want me to provide a copy of the slides or just my contact information? Like, what's best?
Your contact information, you can give it to Emily and she will have it. So if anybody needs it, she can give it to them.
Okay. Great.
Facebook, somebody watches and contacts her.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, because they'll reach out to her. Okay. Yeah. Let me stop sharing. There we go.
Yeah, it was really nice. What you do makes a big change for people. No, really.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is surprising. Like at first I thought I was just doing this to make it fun, an adventure, but over the years you start to see that sometimes this means much more to people. Yeah, we had somebody that wanted to end his life, and then he came to this, and this gave him purpose. And
Nice.
we have other people, that this was the way that they could get back into society and talking to others. And you never know, right, what it means to people. So it's pretty fun. Oh, but it's nice to meet you. And yeah,
Nice
I
meeting
hope
you
I
too.
see you again and connect again.
Hopefully soon, yeah. Maybe someday I'll see you at this island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it'll be nice to connect in person. I know it's always funny to
Yeah,
be.
it's always fun. Yeah.
Yeah. But take care, and thanks for having me. And yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, bye,
Bye.
Kelsey.